Hello students, welcome to BTech 360 and Career 360. One of the biggest questions that students have these days is how are the placements going and are the placements falling or growing, and if at all they're falling, by how much, and if at all they're growing, by how much. Now this is a question that bothered most of us because the number of seats in BTech have been growing dramatically over the years, whereas the placements have either at the median salary level at least for sure, it's stagnated, and the placement percentage also seem to be in question mark. So I was looking at the NRF data, which is the data that's submitted by the government, by the institutions to to the government of India for ranking purposes. So it's authenticated data submitted on an affidavit by the institution to the government of India, to the Ministry of Education for ranking purposes. So there is no better quality of data or the correctness of data as compared to this one. Of course, even here a lot of institutions lie through the teeth to get better rank. But we're talking of IIT Kharagpur, so I just want to be very careful about the words I use. Now, I got the data of IIT Kharagpur recently, which is submitted a month or 2 months back to the government of India, and it was talking of the 24-25 placements, which means we're not talking about 26 placements, we're talking about 25 placements, right? Now, the 25 batch, obviously, they would have got into the program in 21-22 and graduated in 24-25. So, I wanted to understand how is the placement working, and what shocked me is the number of students who possibly, or rather, what shocked me is the percentage of students placed as compared to the batch of the graduation batch is something that is of very, very serious concern for me. Let me explain to you what's happening here. Before I move ahead, please do subscribe to BTech 360, and if you want me to cover anything, write to me in the message box here. I'll try to cover that for you. So we're talking of IIT Kharagpur, mind you, and we're talking of BTech only. Just to put things in perspective, IIT Kharagpur has in all the seat matrix of IIT Kharagpur for the last, in 2021 and 21-22, because we're talking of placements for the previous year, which means that I need to go back 4 years to understand how many seats were there at BTech level. There we saw 941 students in 21 seat matrix, JOSA seat matrix, and in 22 also we actually saw 941 students, right? So essentially for BTech, the number of students who are being admitted in IIT Kharagpur is 941, and these are the branches: mechanical, electronics, civil, computer science, and everything. You actually have about 13-14 branches and 941. They also have the BS program, which is about 319 seats in both the programs, but it looks like in the NRF data that is not being discussed, because remember this 941 now for a moment, right? Now NRF data also corroborates the 941, because here they talk of like the students of 2021 and 21-22, you talk of 942 and 943. So one or two students might be extranumerary, but the seat matrix says 941 students. Here they talk of 942 and 943 students as the intake for the year. Now, of this, the number of students admitted is, again, there is a challenge here because it talks of 717 here. I don't know what happened here because there's a big question mark here. But when you look at this here, number of students admitted is 951 here. So about 8 students more admitted, right? And then of this so now let's look at that. I'm not getting into the 5-7 numbers, up and down, but we're talking of 940 plus students being a part of the JOSA seat matrix, and about 950 students being admitted because it might be extranumerary or lateral or something that could have happened. Of this 951 students, this is data submitted to for NRF, which is National Institutional Ranking Framework, Ministry of Education, Government of India. So just be very clear that this data that I've picked up from the Government of India data only, and there is no other thing here, right? Now, of this 951 students who were admitted, the institution submitted that in 24-25. So 21-22 you admit, you graduate in 24-25. 882 students graduated, which means that about 70 students plus did not even graduate or did not clear the examinations, or they would have dropped out in between the 4 years. So 882 students graduated. Up to that point in time, I'm fine with the data. But here comes the big challenge for me. But of the 882 students, only 438 students were placed. Only 438 students were placed. Remember, I am now talking of only the BTech program, because there, if you recall, I showed you 941 for BTech, and there are about 300, 400 for the BS program. Very clearly, these people are excluding the BS program because it's corroborating with the 941, 942. Here also it's 942, 943. So it's corroborating with the BTech program only. So very clearly, this undergrad 4-year program that they're talking of placement and higher studies of previous 3 years, they very clearly talking of only BTech, and they're not talking about the BS program. Once you're very clear that the 941 corroborates with the JOSA seat matrix of 943, here also they agree that it's 942, 943, and admitted is 951. the number of students is graduating is 882, but the number of students who place is only 438. Now here becomes a big problem of why is it only 438, right? And the median salary is 20.374 lakh. And what they say is about 367 students have opted for higher education. 367 students are opting for higher education in BTech. Remember, we're talking about BTech now. Even in the previous year, when you look at it, 942 was the number of students intake, which is what they said, and they claim only 717 were admitted, which in my opinion is completely wrong, because when your seat matrix is 942, IIT Kharagpur being one of the premier IITs in the country, there is no way that you will actually not admit 200 plus students. 225 seats are not filled in is what they claim here, which for me is either misreporting or a lie. Right. So very clearly here there is a problem here in the terms of this, because from 717 they say that 617 students graduated and 517 students were placed. But in this 517 students that are being placed, we are missing out about 225 students that are shown as not even having been admitted into the class. Right. But the moment that correction happened and they showed every seat being which is available for being filled in was filled in, this data comes out, which is 438 students being placed and at 20.74 lakh. Now, if you just put things in perspective, this is what is happening. And I've now talked about the last 3 years data, right? The last 3 years data is what we're talking about. You look at this in 22-23 from the number of students who graduated. So we are now talking of graduated. This is the graduated column, placed, and students opting for higher studies is this column, this row, right? Now, keep a view on these things. There in 22-23, 580 students graduated, 460 students were placed, 40 moved for higher studies. So the placement percentage, as they claim, is 85.19% because they remove 40 from this 580 to calculate the percentage. But if you take it from the number of students who graduated, it is 79.31%. This for 22-23, which means they got into the class in 1920, right? And this 79.31% becomes 76.14%. But remember, there is one big issue here. There is a 225 seats difference here that is not accounted for. If I were to account for this 225 seats, this 76% would have been much, much lesser, because the graduated would be 617 plus 200, about 900 students would be the number. Of the 900, only 500 being placed, which means this would have been about 50-55%. And all this came true in the previous year, 24-25, for which the latest year for which we actually have official data. Now here, if you see, intake is 943, admitted is 951, 882 graduated, about 60-70 students did not graduate, that is fine with me. Of the 882, 438 were placed, and they claim students moving for higher studies being 367. And because they removed 367 from 882, they claim 85% placement. But for me, from the number of students who graduated, which is 882, only 438 being placed is 49.66%, which means more than half the class is not seeking placement or is not getting placed. More than half the seats are more than half the class of IIT Kharagpur. This data says, by the way, more than half the class of IIT Kharagpur is either not getting placement or is not getting placed. Or rather, not seeking placement or not getting placed. That is the data that we're talking about. And what happened here? What was 6.9% students who were moving for higher studies after getting graduated, with 6.9%, has now jumped to 41.61%. 41.61%. Why would a BTech graduate studying from IIT Kharagpur, BTech, we're not talking of BS. By the way, we're not talking of BS here because this number that we're talking of exclude the BS programs. I showed you earlier, if you recall, 941 and about 300 plus other BS programs. Obviously, they're very clearly not taking the BS programs when they're measuring this entire number or calculating this entire number. When you look at that, only for BTech, to say that 42% students are moving for higher studies, 49% students only are getting placed, is a red big warning signal. Is this a problem with the placement itself? Is it that BTech or IITs are also struggling dramatically to place some of their branches students? In this particular case, what I showed you is 41.61% being the moving for higher studies. What was the only 6.9% 2 years back? And this one also, this 12.22% also, it is wrong because there are 225 students that are missing from what is intaken to what is admitted. In IIT Kharagpur, there is no way that seats go vacant. They only fill in more because there is so much of a demand. IIT Kharagpur is supposed to be one of the better institutes that we have in the country, and we only talk of BTech because remember, the BS program is something that they did not consider in the 4-year program when they discussed these data numbers also. NIRF or Government of India or Ministry of Education actually deal with data and stop this, fudging of data, misinformation that's happening, misleading data, so that students can actually look at data much more closely. This NRF, this Government of India, this Ministry of Education, if people start misleading or giving wrong information even in these data points, then where do we go? It's a big question in front of all the ministry and the Government of India and the IITs. And more importantly, the question that students should be asking is, are IITs a safe bet for you to get placed? Why is it that students are more for higher education at a BTech level also? And why is it that some institutions don't have any student moving for higher education, whereas some institutions have 30, 40, 50% or 20% of the students moving for higher education? This is a question that students must ask themselves before they jump into the entire band. IITs are the best institutes that we have in the country. There is no two ways about it that IITs have done human service for the country. But the important question is, since this NRF came in, is data being fudged? Or is data being manipulated so that they actually get a better rank? Or is it that the placements are actually so bad that more than half the class in one of the best IITs of this country is not getting placed, or students are not seeking placement? A question that we hope will be answered very soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.